We've got the normal boss hunt with Starting Boots and Flute, and a hammer. That is really nice. We've got a boss shuffle, and a 10-12 Triforce hunt, and Key Sanity. Really been enjoying this mode. Boss hunts can be both a blessing and a curse, but they're very entertaining. I like them a lot, so that's why I've been doing boss hunts here, and a book. Okay, this is getting really interesting already. I'm thinking we got a rush desert or something here. The hammer does do the same damage as a tempered sword, which is nice, but it's got a really weird hitbox. $1 is not worth farming. I will grab that full magic, though. That definitely can't hurt to have. That can't hurt either. Right now, we're just a Moon Pearl and a glove away from Dark World access because of that early hammer. So that could be absolutely amazing. Plus, the hammer means I don't have to do a bomb Helmasaur. 50 bucks, alright, getting started on the bottle vendor. Actually, there's really, I mean, with the 10-12 Ganon hunt, I can skip 2 items, I mean 2 bosses. So depending on what this is, if it's probably nothing in the first place, yeah, just 3 bombs. But now we know that pet is nothing. Even though I wasted some time getting over here. Alright, let's get back and continue on. I very rarely have a book this early. Alright, 3 bombs, that's nice. So the 3 bombs means I don't have, I can go to the bomb hut in the bottom left of CAC. Because I'll get the 1 bomb out here, and then I'll have enough to get everything I need there, assuming we don't even get more bombs. Hey Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Alright, here we go. Already got some good stuff here. Let's see if this can continue. Alright, that's enough for the bottle vendor. Map, not very exciting. Now compasses, those would be exciting, because that'll tell me what the boss is for a level before I walk into the room. And that can save a lot of time if you know what the boss is, you know you can't beat it, and then you just turn around. But unfortunately we can't do that this time. At least, well, right now. I'm sure there'll be a lot of compasses in the future, though. I hope. Half magic. Very nice safety. Not required, but it makes a lot of things easier. There we go. A compass to Skull Woods. A small key to ice, and a small key to Skull Woods. I mean, it's not great, but $100 for a map. Maps are even less useful in a boss hunt than they are normally, because you're not really worried about pendant versus crystal or anything. You just want to go through and finish the seed. You just have to pick any 10 of the 12. Hey Bedwell, welcome in. Thanks for the lurk. Hope you're having a good Monday. Jason's very good at finding. he can be a little bit problematic like that. Oh, alright, so we're gonna go to the bomb hut. Hey kid, you're in my way. And I've got the hammer, but I'd rather... The hammer, me versus mini Moldorms with the hammer is just asking for a lot of trouble. So I definitely prefer bombs for that. Seven? Did I skip one? Oh well, there we go. Back up to 10. Okay, so it's that one. There is a 50-50 bush there in case of emergency, but... The 50-50, I've had those where I missed like 5 or 6 in a row. Which the odds are very low that that happens, but my luck is also pretty bad. We'll take the bug net. And the bow, all right. And the bow doesn't do much for me now, because I don't have the Eastern Big or anything like that, but that is going to be incredibly useful. Early bow and early hammer. Also, with getting that early book, I kind of feel like I should dip desert here. And since we've got the flute, getting to Agina is not as difficult. So we're just gonna check this while we're here. Odds are, since I'm going for desert right now because of that early book, it's gonna be absolutely nothing. And if I decided to skip desert, it would have like two progression items in there. See, Agina, this is why we bomb you. ABA, we always bomb Agina. So there's only 2 items I can pull out of desert right now. But the early book makes me think, hey, let's give this a shot. Come on, hurry up. So if there's nothing here, when there's nothing here, we'll just save and quit. Go to Link's house and continue the route there. Got it. Okay, that's Zora money. Some cash requires a bomb. That's just lovely. Alright, compass to swamp. I do like compasses. Compass eye. Get out of my way. Unfortunately, it's looking like we're gonna have to do a mini Moldorm cave with the hammer and only 3 hearts. That's gonna be a big problem. Probably should try to use some bombs there. I feel more confident with bombs than I do with the hammer. Actually, I've got a bow. The bow could maybe work. Yeah, let's fill up on those arrows. Got it. Let's go to this side. Much better with that straight-on shot. All right, 5 items. What do we got? Moon Pearl. We're just a glove away now. Ganon's Tower small. Pod small. Wake. Well, the Hyrule Castle small is interesting. I'm not going to try to navigate that entire thing in the dark. So I feel like, especially, well, no, without a sword, I'm definitely getting lost. Ow. But this means I can get to the sewer room without a glove. Ow. Stop it. I need a sword. Keep forgetting that I can't just run over things here. Uh-oh. If I get hit by one of these stupid crabs, I'm dead. That was way too close. Glad I didn't die here, though, because I probably would have just left whatever this is. And it was a heart piece. That was really nothing too exciting. Actually, with the Moon Pearl... Uh-oh. Hurry up. There we go. I can just flute to 8 here. I can still get the, I can still get my, I can still get the waterfall cave. Well, for me, it's the end of summer vacation for the kids. They go back to school tomorrow. So this was their last day of summer, and aside from it's terrifying as a parent to have your kids go to school, I almost soft locked there. That arrow was so close. Like, you never know what's gonna happen that day, but... it's still very difficult to have them in the house and fighting and being lazy and not being able to get their own snacks or anything like that when my wife and I both work from home and we're trying to be somewhat productive. I already forgot what was over here. Okay, just a container heart. We're not gonna need that. But the Moon Pearl lets us get this. Get in there before a fireball hits you in the butt. I feel like Link and Ganon would get in a lot of fights in school. Alright, that was useless, but there is Zora money here. Ooh, a big key over there. So I'm gonna have to remember that once the flippers show up. I want that big key. Even though it's probably gonna be one of the useless ones, but still. Nice. Damage boost recenters. Just some bombs. What do we want to do here? I'm thinking we go Saha's Closet. I'd like to avoid Eastern for now. I have the bow, but no big key. And more importantly, no sword. If I had a sword, I'd maybe give it a go. But I failed miserably in even the Eastern Dark Rooms without a sword. What's our green pendant? Swamp. A bottle? And a pod compass. Alright, let's zip back over to Tack right now. First, we'll check that bottle. See if Sick Kid has anything useful for us. And then we're gonna go do Escape. Nope. So Uncle and Escape, there's 5 items there. Then other than that, we've just got Spectacle Rock Cave and Eastern. As far as logic goes. Come on, Uncle, be holding that sword. Yes! There we go. And that doesn't unlock anything extra, but it makes things a lot nicer. Just a map. And it's the swamp. I already know swamp is the green pendant. Why are you hiding under there? So I think, yeah, we're definitely going to the bottom here, doing a death warp. Now that I've got a sword, I think I might go for Dark Cross, too. Hey, Zelda, come on up, sweetie. Yeah, this is your game. We're not playing Metroid tonight. Doing Zelda. Wow, a single arrow. That's really, really special. Oh yeah, if I felt I could reliably get that key from the snake in the dark room, I'd probably go for the back right now, but that's not in logic, and get out of there. 1, 2. 8 bombs, that'd be really nice if I needed bombs. Another map. You wanna come up, Zelda? Oh, such a happy girl. She is 20 years old. Well, 20 years and 2 months. As of today. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Not worried about conserving health here. We're just gonna death warp from the green guard. Oh! Ouch! That one hurts. We got the early book. So before I go into Eastern, I'm going to Desert. And it gave us the early book. early book. It gave us the small key. So clearly my progression is probably on the right side of desert. Ooh, got that snake. That was useful. Alright, nothing there.
Come here, Zelda.
But that desert small kind of changes everything. Here she is. She does not like to be on camera, though. Lorelei would do whatever she could to make sure she was on screen. Zelda is really not that interested. Alright, we're going back in again. The things I do to try to avoid going into Eastern here, apparently. But why would the game give me a really early book in an early desert small if there was going to be nothing back here? No. A fairy, okay, another bottle. I do like having bottles, but... Yep, there it is. That is Dark World access. That's what I'm talking about right there. So I technically did make the right call early on. My progression was in desert. It was just in the part of desert I couldn't get to yet. Because yeah, as soon as I got the book, I'm like, okay, go into desert. And it turned out I was not aware of that small key yet, but... Yeah, I do like the fact that I'm starting to get a better handle on how these seeds are working. Meyer Small. That was not exciting at all. Alright, we're gonna start in the South Dark World. I can swing by Arrow Game, get some extra cash. See if there's any hype at all to Hype Cave. I'm going to assume no. Ow, hitting the butt with a spear. That would be an interesting hack, like a Mega Man style one. They do have a mode called Bomberman. Oh, that was the vanilla flute. I gotta remember to take that out. Ice Small, okay, yeah, that was... Hype Cave had 0 hype. There's a mode called Bomberman where you, instead of using swords, you use bombs. You get unlimited bombs, I believe it was, and... you get like the sword upgrades make your bombs stronger. And I really want to try that, because I love Bomberman. Turtle Rock, and wow! So not quite vanilla, half vanilla. Yeah, I got speared right in a not good place. Those moblins are being awfully rude right now. Alright, Stumpy. Make this worth my while. Why? Meyer is like the most useless small key. I don't need Meyer Smalls. Well, I mean, maybe one could be useful, but... 1. 2, almost missed that. There we go. 3, 4, 5. Let's do one more. Yeah, I definitely deserve a Medal of Honor for that. That's gonna leave a mark. Alright, perfect. It's enough money for the stupid monkey. Kiki is to the dark world what Agina is to the light world. Come on. Ooh, our first big key. That's actually not too bad. I'm gonna be going to Skull Woods very soon. So it is nice to have the Skull Woods big before we actually go into Skull Woods. Yeah, better a Mark than a Laura. We like Mark. Mark's a good guy. He's got a bad throwing arm, but he's definitely the second best counselor. I mean, he's nowhere close to Chrissy, but really, who is? I really like the fact that as a kid, I could have very well, like, I didn't realize there was a difference in throwing arms and everything. I just preferred Chrissy to Mark, and I don't really know why. But it turned out I liked the right one. What's going on, Zelda? Hey, Atma, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Just based on this start, I'm very not optimistic that we're gonna get a sub 2 hour on this. I did read the seed correctly, but it's just been well, I mean, the early bow and early hammer were nice. Uh-oh. Alright, one down. Stupid Gibdo. Hate these things. We don't need to steal the key. I already got one key. Alright, pod small. Well, I have a fighter's sword, but the hammer does tempered sword damage, and I don't mess around with Gibdos. I hate those things. Hey, Zelda. Come over here, sweetie. Uh-oh. Don't touch. See, I don't want to die before I get in here. I'll save the big key for the way out. I'll probably death warp out of the spike room and then get a little more health back. Oh, who's the boss in here? Argus. Oh, there we go. Oh, that's going to Skull Woods first, really big. I don't know if I can do anything with that big key. That we might not be able to beat that boss. And the mitts, that's gonna make navigation a lot easier. Like, I might not be able to beat the boss and thieves, but we don't have to go in the basement technically. But this early, if I'm going in there, I'm gonna hit the basement. now let's just Death Warp. Now those mitts, though, that's really nice. That opens up... Oh, I had a fairy! Well, I guess let's just do this, then. Alright, first things first, let's check... Bumper Ledge. There's still a big key that's flipper locked, too. Bumper Ledge is just a heart. Okay, so now we got Village of Outcasts, and we can do most of Thieves Town. Potentially the boss, too. Hey Kins, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Normally I don't mind having a fairy there, but when I'm trying to Death Warp, then that makes them a little more annoying. Sweetie, what are you doing, Zelda? Why don't you come up here? 50 bucks. Village of Outcasts is a real stinker right now. Okay, Burna, that could be big. Like, if we run into Armos Knights or Blind here, that Burna's gonna be clutch. Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. So we can get everything but the basement. Hook shot, let's go. That opens up the mountain and Ganon's tower. Can't get the right side of Ganon's tower, but after this, we are going straight to the mountain. We're going to Ganon's tower. You always rush Ganon's tower as soon as you have the option in a boss hunt. Because Ganon's tower is open right away. Hookshot's definitely one of my favorites. I like Samaria more personally just because it lets me do Icebreaker and I hate Ice Palace that much. It turns my least favorite place in pretty much any game into a place I don't mind because I've got Samaria. And I can just skip all the bad stuff.
Welcome to God's country.
Oh, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Alright, so I'm not going to peek into the boss room yet. We don't have to rescue anyone from the basement because this is a boss shuffle. But I do want to get these other items. They're a little bit slow to get, but I really don't want to leave them behind either. Especially this early in the seed. Odds are this will not be a boss that can even be done. And I might not even make it through this room. Ow. Or I might get killed by the little bugs up here. Zelda, why don't you come on up? Alright, here we go. Run! Oh, Kins, okay. Welcome in on Twitch, Kins. Wait. No, that's right. Yeah, we're gonna be missing 2 items. Ow. There's definitely more interactivity on Twitch, but I do have big plans that I'd like to eventually, like, I've got some sort of basic framework in place, like make a thing where you can find items around Crystal Lake to help you beat Jason. Because Mix It Up has a whole inventory system it can do. Alright, that full health is nice. Alright, so we are good on money right now. Yeah, it's basically like a chain spear. Alright. Is this a beatable boss? Please be blind or Armos Knights. I hate you, game. Actually, I'm gonna death warp out of this. I can get hammer pegs. Why? Why did it have to be Trinex? Nope. I guess while I'm here, though, might as well grab the frog and get that part of Smith Chain done. But to me, I think Twitch is much worse than YouTube for discovery. Because YouTube, it's always working for you. But Twitch, you have to be, depending on what you're streaming, you have to be high enough in the category to get noticed, since it sorts everything by the number of viewers. So it's very difficult to get noticed and discovered on Twitch, whereas YouTube, as long as you're making something that's worthwhile, like, people can always find your videos. Yeah, Twitch, it's kind of referred to as the Kingmaker system. What is it, Zelda? This was not worth it. Should not have brought the frog home. Should have let the frog sit. We're gonna go buy some blues. Like, it's not easy to get like found on YouTube either, but it's always, it just, to me, YouTube is a much better platform. And while they're not perfect, Twitch tends to screw over their creators a lot more. Okay, I was worried that was gonna be, well, actually, it would have been nice if it was the medallion I had, but I don't want to have to worry about going in here now. Okay, another GT Small. That's actually not bad, because I'm headed over there next. And a Turtle Rock Big Key. Actually, before I do that, let's get King's Tomb, too. We'll get King's Tomb, then we'll flute up the mountain. Chrono Trigger is one of the best games ever made. Ooh, ooh. Okay, Turtle Rock. Let's mark this off. King's Tomb, and now we go up the mountain. Alright, Gary, you're not in logic yet, but you're gonna make this worth my time. I'm navigating the darkness here. Least you can do is give me something really good. Let's say Samaria, maybe a lamp. A fire and ice rod. Heck, another sword. He's gonna give me like 3 bombs or $5. I'm trying to remember how long I've been affiliate. It's been quite a while. 3 bombs, look at that. $1 seemed like it would have been a little more accurate. Oh boy. No, no, no. I couldn't get around the cabbage. I wanted to keep my hook speed. That was rude. We've got a compass up there. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I mean, I'd rather have the buck versus the penny from Gary. Definitely better. But still not great. Compass Tahara. A piece of heart is an Eastern. Ooh. That is exactly what I was thinking. Even if I had the fire rod and the ice rod, I really don't want to try to do a menu Trinex. I mean, I could, and I definitely give it a shot, just for the sake of getting the dungeon done. But that's just so bad. Alright, Paradox. What do you got? Well, that is not a strong start. Nope. Nope. There we go. Now we're talking. That Compass to Thieves would have been really useful about 10 minutes ago. Hey, Underground, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, it is kind of difficult to keep up with things. I follow a couple channels that whenever there's a big change, I see a post from them and I'm like, okay. How do we want to do this? I'm gonna go do Spiral Cave. Then we'll go to the Dark World. Actually, oh no, I can't. I can't check Floating Island now because I already went through. But we'll go here, we'll go through the Dark World portal, we'll get Super Bunny. Then we'll go get Hookshot Cave, we'll use the Turtle Rock area by Turtle Rock to get in the Dark World. That was pointless. Actually, let's just go back up this way. I want to see what's in that, what's on the island. And it's probably quicker for me to go do Super Bunny from this side. Because it always takes me so long to get through the normal way. And I can get this ferry again. Stupid dead rocks. Okay, so that is nothing we need to worry about. You just stay there. You stay there too. And it's Bombos. Yeah, this is definitely not going to be sub 2 hours. I didn't even have a Triforce piece yet. Okay, another Ganon's Tower small. At least those are hitting before we go into Ganon's Tower. But this one, I can do all of the left side, but odds are, when I get to whatever the boss is in the ice room, I'm not going to be able to beat it. Alright, third pod small, not bad. Ganon's Tower better be stacked. Uh-oh. Sneak through. Just get in there. Because really, it's I've got this, I've got Pyramid Ledge, I've got Homie Fish, I've got Eastern, I can dip into Pod. But there's a lot of items here in Ganon's Tower. Gonna have to be very careful about keeping track, though, because I don't have a compass. And let's get ready to rock out to Blight of Mankind from Astalon. This game has such a good soundtrack. It's also my overworld theme, my Light World overworld theme. Okay, that's not bad, getting the heart refill there. I definitely needed that. I actually have another track from this game I want to put in here, but it takes me so long to make an MSU track that I just haven't done it. Bonk. Oh geez. Stream Elements is going crazy again. Stupid Stalfos. Hearts is a very nice stun prize. I really like Hearts as a stun prize. And I really like finding the best item in the game. That's all the Ganon's Tower smalls. I guess technically if I wanted to, I could sequence break Ice Palace. No, I couldn't. I have no way to get in. No fire source. Ooh. Well, I think we can, depending on who the boss is in Desert, we could maybe do that. Ganon's Tower already coming in handy. Alright, can I get this room without hitting the wall? There we go. That's one of my favorite swag strats, is jumping over the fire bar. Alright, blue, that's really nice. I love seeing blue mail. And red mail, I really like seeing that too. Ganon's keeping all the armor in his basement. 4 pod smalls, 1 more and I can full clear pod. Well, once I get the big key. Oh, I can actually go back and do right side too. With that Samaria. Oh, actually, no, I can't do... most people can, but without Fire Rod, I can't do that room on the right. I could go do Tile Room, though. That just seems so gross. Get out of there. Ooh, what do we got? Big key to Hera. Be something I can be. Blind, I'll take it. Ow. Ow. I got the magic. This is fine. Come back here. Got him. That is one Triforce piece, finally. Did I miscount? There should be no reason the game says I can't complete Tile Room right now. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to do Tile Room, but I figure I'm here. They just gave me Samaria. But yeah, I don't know how to do the... Well, actually, I'm pretty sure you have to bonk off of the wall, get the bottom one first, fall, then kind of run through everything else, which I really don't want to do. Oh boy. See, I'm gonna have to wait till I get Fire Rod to think about these. And hopefully we'll have everything else and won't need anything more. Now, if Fire Rod wanted to be right here, this would be an amazing play. Stop hitting me, stupid pieces of the floor. Bottle of blue. Actually, no, we're gonna Death Warp, get some health back. And I'm gonna do Spike Cave while we're here. So, I mean, all things considered, that did not open up a lot. I mean, yeah, Samaria's nice and all. Well, Samaria's more than nice, but that really didn't give me many other options. But we did get the Hera big, so I'm thinking Hera is gonna be the place to go. Which works also, because I'm right up here. I'll just save and quit out of here, and we'll go right up to Hera. Of course, Spike Cave had nothing. Okay, I was just double checking to see if that exactly why I couldn't get Ether Tablet. Stay back. Yeah, this has been rough. Only one Triforce piece, we're almost an hour in, I'm still missing so many items too. Got a couple hint tiles here. Ow. Just pocket change, okay. So ether tablet is nothing. Alright, who's the boss here? Of course it's someone we can't beat. Why would it be a beatable boss? Give me bombos, give me a fire rod, give me something. Even though I don't... That's actually really nice. That 5th key for pod. Yeah, this is... There's a piece of heart. I already got that. This seed is very bad. All 6 pod smalls, that's worth something. Is this going to be a quadruple dip of desert? Probably. But I can get back to the boss. And desert has been useful so far. I benefited from trusting desert once this seed already. Oh! Right, not necessarily big yet, but we did need that. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go through to the boss. We don't have a compass. I don't know who this boss is. We're going in blind, and the odds of this being a boss I can beat are not great. But if it's someone I can beat, could get a second Triforce piece at the 1 hour mark. Actually, no, it won't even be. It'll be after 1 hour. There's no way I'm getting through the rest of this in less than in a little over a minute. And we gotta wait for the cutscene to end here. Alright, be something beatable. Lanmo, Moldorm, Armos Knights. Even Helmasaur. Another blind, okay. Both blinds. So we know blind is one of our repeat bosses. And he's the first one to beat blind twice. Nope. Nice try. This blind is much easier. Come back here. Alright, we are done with desert. So going there was a good call. Oh, there's still the end of Smith chain. This is a really bad move. I can't get any of the Dark World items or anything. I've got a terrible rupee count. I'm like, maybe this will be the pod big. Or just with how I'm kind of leaning into the fact that this seed has been absolute trash so far. Started out really nice with that early hammer and bow, but then it's just been a lot of nothing. This is not the right direction. So I'm just gonna kind of go out on a limb here and say, hey, this seed is gonna continue to be bad. Whoops. Then after this, we have nothing but Pyramid Ledge, Homie Fish, and Eastern. Gary, you suck. Thank you, Red Mail. I shouldn't be doing Homie Fish and Pyramid Ledge first. I should be going where the item density is and heading to Pod. But I keep counting on the game putting something off of the path. Actually, we're gonna get that just to get it off of the bad rupee count. There we go. Our luck has improved, like the Waterfall of Wishing in the vanilla game. So let's see, we'll save and quit, leave Homie Fish, restart, go back to 5, portal in, and then we'll head straight over to Pod. Actually, I should have thought about rushing Pod, because the game gave us all 6 smalls. And if you have all 6, that means that it's very like something could be in Harmless Hellway. I don't know exactly what Pod key logic is, but having all the keys means it's very likely that something is in the back. So yeah, I should have went to Pod first. Wish I would have realized that before. Nope, this was the right decision. I should have definitely went here first. Homie Fish has the goods. And that means we can now beat Tower of Hera. We can also get into Ice Palace with a fake flipper. Can potentially beat Thieves Town. Yeah, that was definitely the right move. I never second guessed it at all. I knew Homie Fish had it. The key logic didn't mean anything I mean, odds are Pod still has something in the back. Because the only other thing I can do here is in... Actually, yeah, there's still no other logical items available. Here is just a Triforce piece. And Argus, technically, Argus is beatable in Swamp, in Skull Woods. Hey, D-Sense, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yeah, Skull Woods is an option. I don't like a Fighter's Sword Argus, though. That's disgusting. We got 13 items plus a piece in here. Another Trinex? You're kidding me. So we know 2 of the double bosses now, Blind and Trinex. That's good to hear. Got a boomerang. Oh, yep, I think I replied to that comment. Oh, actually, I got all 6 keys. Don't have to be picky about this. I don't know what the fastest route technically is through Pod, but there is a hint tile. Okay, Meyer has the mushroom. Two and 3, go. And stranger things have happened than the Postal Service shipping stuff early. It's a little too far to the right there. Cape, okay. Nice safety. Compass to ice, also not bad. Jerk. Jerk. I would really like to see another sword if I'm going to be expected to do Trinex here. No, well, I mean, shields are fine, but let's see some swords here. I will do menu Trinex if I have to, but... Oh, the upside down controller is one of my favorites. There is a boss rush skip. There we go, Bombos. It is frame perfect, but you can skip all the bosses if not frame perfect, pixel perfect. But I don't know if that's something you're interested in using either. Bombos doesn't... That gets into Turtle Rock. So Turtle Rock is on the table. That's not great though. Yeah, I don't know, I don't remember the exact locations, but if you're familiar with Game Facts, there was a guide that went over it there. And I think the speedrun tutorial the speedrun tutorial has to have something about it. I know when I was learning the speedrun for it, I found a ton of information on it, but I haven't done a Nightmare speedrun in years. So I don't remember the specifics of it. Like, it tells you where you have to, like, a specific spot you have to line up on the floor at, and then you turn around and that'll make the boss not spawn in. I don't have the big key! Oh. I think there was a way it could, but they went over that, like, they went over how to avoid that, to make that not happen, like, the cause of it. But I don't remember the reason it would soft lock. Just give me the big key for this place. Don't make me come back. No, I want the big key for here, not Castle Tower. This is so bad. Come on, right here. Key logic. This is awful. Okay, so what do I dip Turtle Rock? Do I do the front of Eastern? Right now, I know I don't have to do Aga, but I'm gonna get the 2 in Castle Tower right now. I feel Eastern had to have something in the back. There had to be something useful in there with all 6 of those keys early. Sure. Yeah, go ahead. Come on, something. Wait. This is not the right way. That is big. Okay, that is not required. But getting a Master Sword is huge. Why is it not... What am I missing to do Ice Palace? With this loadout, I should be able to beat any boss. So why is it not putting ice as green? Oh, I don't have the flippers. I don't care about that. I will sequence break Ice Palace and hope there's nothing in the big key chest. I always like to see Jason on Halloween. I mean, I'm of the opinion that Friday the 13th is better than Halloween as far as franchises go. Probably an unpopular opinion with a lot of people, but most of the Halloween movies I was not a big fan of, but I liked almost all the Friday ones. But Halloween had the highs of Halloween, which to me were 1, 2, and 4, were so high. There we go. I could have had that the entire time. The mirror's sitting right there in Sphere 0. I could have had that the entire way. That one always hurts a little bit when it's a check you could have got a long time ago and you just never did. Okay, Turtle Rock key is locked behind a bomb. It does. I was sitting there trying to hold off on Eastern until I got the big key. Because I had that early bow, but... And now I already did Smith Chain, so I've got all these mirror checks in the Dark World now. That are just kind of off in the middle of nowhere. Hey Nella, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Yep, I believe there is a new movie in the works. I don't know if it'll be called Friday the 13th or if it'll be like a Jason Goes to Hell thing where it's in the Jason universe. Hey Zelda. Jason Goes to Court was a terrible movie. It ruined the 2017 game.
Come here, sweetie.
Over here, Zelda. Zelda's one of my cats. That I don't have the flippers. Now I feel like I need to go and do these mirror checks right away. Sure. Ganon's Tower Compass would have been nice before. Alright, so we'll do Cave 45, then we'll go get... What do you call it? Checkerboard. Actually, do I run all the way up here and do Graveyard Ledge too? And that's a long hike, but if I don't do it now, I'm not gonna do it ever. This is why these seeds take me so long. I do things like this. Actually, you know what? We're walking right by it. We're gonna go kill Trinex. And then we're gonna go get Graveyard Ledge, and then we're gonna go beat Argus in Skullwoods. Even though with the Master Sword, that's gonna be very iffy. Hey, Turbulent, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Weekend was pretty chill, which is nice, but it was the last weekend before the kids go back to school, so we didn't let them do anything big and fancy. Just like, we're taking it easy. Ow. That's right. Easy game. Yeah, Phoenix Wright was there. He could have objected for Jason. He was a best defense attorney ever. Come on up, Zelda. You don't need to sit on the chair down there. You can come up here. All right, hitting this, and then we're going straight into Skullwoods. At least start to pick up some of these left alone Triforce pieces. It's also Hera. Sequence broken Ice Palace. Ooh, Swamp? Ooh, 3 Turtle Rocks. If I steal the key from the Pokey and abandon Lava Chest... Oh yeah, hopefully I remember to check it out when this is done. If I steal the key from the Pokey... we can get to the end of Turtle Rock, but that is basically forever abandoning Lava Chest. But since this is a boss hunt, unless that is Flippers in Lava Chest, actually, even if it is Flippers, the only way that could be really bad is if we had multiple other items locked in Swamp. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to just go ahead and hit Turtle Rock. And I've got those other items in... Oh, I never did checkerboard. Whoops. I've got a few other... I've got Tower of Hera still. I mean, there's still... I'm missing so many big keys right now, too. Like Eastern. I never get the Eastern big key until really late. That is not Eastern. That's the compass. But at this stage of the game, compasses really aren't all that useful, because I can beat any boss. I'd like to hope it does, but I'm not optimistic with how this seed has went so far. But you gotta have a bad seed once in a while to make you appreciate the ones that don't totally suck. I had to do this fight on my last seed. With Argus in Skullwoods, and it was absolutely terrible. I think I had Master Sword for that too. I couldn't get spins to work. I couldn't get spins to work right. Like normally Master Sword isn't so bad. You just spin. You just do spins. But that happens. Give me some space. At least I love the boss music here. We're not even gonna try a quick kill. Into the spikes with you. Got him. Oh, I never looked at what the desert boss, what Desert and Thieves Town were. Alright, well that's done. Okay, so only got one. I'm gonna go and get checkerboard right away, quick. Oh, green pendant turn in. Sure, let's clear everything. Instead of looking in dungeons, let's do all the overworld checks. Wait. There we go. So that's 4 pieces. We'll get our 5th out of Hera. This is the wrong way. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Weekend was pretty chill, which is nice. That's how I like them. I'm kind of holding off on ice, hoping I find the Ice Palace big key.
Come here, Zelda. Come on.
What? Oh, I put the wrong color pendant. Whoops. Hook speed. Go. No! I went in the door. I lost my hook speed. We're gonna hook speed again. Well, that's good that things are done now. You never want to have one of those days of work where it's just absolutely crazy. And unfortunately, that's how most of them end up being. Uh-oh. Alright, this should be relatively easy here. Got Bombos and a Fire Rod for Cold Stare.
Come on up, Zelda.
Nope. Huh, can the explosions of another puff hurt Cold Stare? How is it taking damage there? Interesting. Yeah, no school, then that makes things so much crazier. I kind of want to go to the right side of Ganon's tower first, but I've been making poor decisions. Speaking of poor decisions, stupid get out of my way, Dead Rock.
Come here, Zelda. Zelda, up here. Come on.
Pick it up before you get hit.
Come here, Zelda. Over here. Come on.
You're just standing there barking at me.
Come on up.
Alright, if you've got a jam emote, get it ready, because we are heading into Turtle Rock to listen to Over Horizon Stage 2. The big key of Evil's Bane is in plain sight. What planes? Oh! That's on Zora Ledge. Ganon's Tower Big Key is flipper locked. They're not very excited to, well, my youngest is very excited to go back to school. My oldest isn't. Their first day is back is actually tomorrow. Ow. Stupid electric thing. This is not going well. Alright, there we go. Wait, who's the boss in here? Armos Knights. It's about time we see something easy. I was expecting something like Vitreous. Got it! Nope, no silvers. I'm gonna have to, unless we find a Turtle Rock Small in here, I'm gonna have to leave behind Lava Chest. And if I can find one more sword... Last seed was Master Silverless. Or did I have silvers for that? And I just had to... Yeah, I had silvers, I think, but I didn't have Master Sword. I mean, I didn't have Tempered. Alright, how did I see? I think it was Gamachu. Had a really cool strat in here. Nope, nope, nope. Why am I not invisible? Why is there a shovel there? Oh, that is just gross. If I find the TR small here, the other TR small, like on Laser Bridge or something, I'm gonna have to go back in. I can't abandon it. No. Oh, phew. Last time I did this, I got damage boosted back. Well, not last time. I think it was 2 seeds ago. I got damage boosted back into the key door. And I went from being in go mode to no longer being in go mode because of getting bumped into that key door. I had to go and find another Turtle Rock Small. And that was incredibly wrong. Whoops. Wait, I've got Mirror Shield. Alright, Mimic Cave. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah, that's not any good. That's pretty bad, actually. Well, thanks, Zelda. Why? Why? You couldn't have put that one check earlier. Now, like, it's not worth leaving this behind when I'm right here. Odds are it's gonna be like 10 arrows. No, the swamp's small. That was the play. Brilliant move. Knew it was going to be something important. Hey Gunslinger, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Happy Labor Day. Never any doubt. But now I still need the flippers to do anything in Swamp. Flippers also block Ganon's tower, the Ganon's tower big. At this point, unless there's something else in here, I've just got the shovel for progression, for logic, and the right side of Ganon's tower. So I'm gonna go to Ganon's tower while I'm up here. But hopefully we'll just find the flippers in here and like everything else will open up, or maybe get some other big keys that we're missing. I don't want to see Ether without the Mire Big. That would be really annoying. Because then the game is like, hey, let's go dip. Why? Why? I'm up here. Now I have to go use that. How many times have I said why in this seed? Feels like about 90. Let's actually stop and grab them full magic quick. Actually, I'm going to be using a potion anyway, probably, so... There's the flippers. Uh-oh. Just to be safe. Alright, so the flippers, that's a big find. That gives us all of Skull Woods. That's Skullwoods, all of Swamp. Hey, Anti-Fairy. That is usually like one of the coolest tricks in the game, and it got blocked by that Anti-Fairy. Incredibly rude. You know what? I'm not even going to use the arrows. Zora was garbage. Come on, everybody, group up. We're having a party up here. Hey, you can't leave. This is Hotel California. Easy game. Oh, I can... The Ganon's Tower big key. I'm gonna land right on that rock. Yeah, it's not gonna work. I was gonna go right over to Ganon's Tower here, but then I'm like, wait a minute. The big key is on Zora Ledge. If I get the big key now, I can do the mountain climb, and then we're just missing... We're missing one of 3 big keys to finish the seed. We need the Pod Big, the Meyer Big, or the Eastern Big. And I'll grab the Ganon's Tower one right now, but I'm gonna hold off on that. I'm gonna do Swamp and Ice first, and hope that maybe I pick up some better big keys that don't involve me doing the whole Ganon's Tower climb. And this has to be it said the Ganon's Tower big key was in plain sight. I can't think of any place I haven't gone that would have something in plain sight right now. So yeah, we'll go do Swamp first. Actually, maybe we do... No, I gotta do Swamp first. Because if I get the Ice Palace big key out of Swamp, instead of having something that'll be more exciting, but if, like one of the big keys I actually need, if I get the Ice one in Swamp, then I can clear that right away too. But I'm also gonna use the shovel first. Because I still want another sword. Tempered Silverless, just fine. No sweat, no problem, no worries. There we go. Yes! Making the right decisions. The seed is garbage. So let's see, we've got 6. Yeah, I'm still... At least I shouldn't have to do Hera Basement now. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna be way over 2 hours. That is one nice thing about even if I get completely lost in a Super Metroid map rando seed, and spend like 45 minutes trying to figure out what my progression is, or what the logic is, I'll usually still finish faster than a seed like this in A Link to the Past. Even though, like, with A Link to the Past, I never have any doubt that no matter what happens in a seed, I will be able to clear it. And unless I'm doing something like inverted and it makes me do that really early game terrible boss. I think I had, what was it? I had to do like a 4-heart fighter sword hold stare or something like that. And that was rough, but... I'm surprised that's not on one of the notes. Like someone didn't put ki 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 ma 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 on one of the notes. Here we go. Specky clip. I feel like if I did vanilla, I'd probably be trying to do like all these, like all this, like I'd do Meyer before ice. Though I don't know what version, if the version of vanilla I have would even let me do icebreaker. And I could still do the bomb jump. That's better than doing it the normal way. Well, so far, Swamp has been just horrible. Get rid of the Stalfos. Alright, hurry before the fire bar gets over here. Got it. I'm very excited. Well, I shouldn't say it depends on what they do with it. I wish it was just a reskin of the 2017 game. Because I have a very difficult time believing that I'm gonna think it's better than the 2017 game. Because when you had a good party in that one, it was one of the best things ever. And like Texas Chainsaw, Killer Clowns, they just didn't have the same magic that Friday did. I don't want that small key. It's putting all these, like, the Thieves Town small, the Harris small, all these really bad one-offs that probably have my go mode. Okay, we still got 3 items in the basement here. It could happen. I need to play Aquaria again one of these days. That's where this and the Ice Palace track are, is from Aquaria. That was one of my cleanest diver downs ever. Silver arrows, let's go. And it's not progression, but I will take it. That gets us into Meyer. I don't like it. Because we don't have the big key to Meyer. That's just extra checks. Oh, who's the boss? Oh, Moldorm, easy. Do I dip Meyer looking for, depending on what's in ice, do I dip Meyer hoping to find better big keys? No, I'm still missing 2 of them though. I mean, ideally, the Meyer big is in ice, and then I can go through ice and find something better. Yeah, they really take their sweet time with development now. Yeah, that was a really good Moldorm. I like it when they have all the extra eyes, too. In a boss shuffle, it changes the amount of eyes Moldorm has. Stop it. I'm trying to swim. It would be nice. I'm guessing they'll never redo Friday the 13th NES game, but they should. I already have the magic cape. That's not a good hint. Landmo. Like, come on, let's see some big keys in here. I heard we were supposed to get something on Remake 3 relatively soon. Oh, what do we got? Big key to pod. Let's go. One more of these big keys. If we can get Eastern or Meyer, I can completely skip the Ganon's Tower climb. And that's the dream. And at this point, I am kind of tempted to dip Meyer. Even though it's terrible. I don't want to do the Ganon's Tower climb. Nope. Nope. Why'd that one miss? What am I doing wrong? Okay, did I forget how to do Icebreaker? This could be catastrophic. Okay, 1 pixel into the door. There we go. That was intense. Yeah, I'm not sure how the YouTube XP works. I'd like to buy a Powerball ticket, but I know I'm not gonna win. It'd be so nice, though, just to not have to worry about money anymore. Like, actually make it so my kids wouldn't have to worry about getting, like, apartment rent being $10,000 and still having minimum wage be $7.25. Because the cost of everything except what we get paid keeps going up. And I gotta get iced tea. See, we got green pendant turn in. There's pod. Pod will be piece number 9. I guess it's how much do I really want to go out of my way looking for things when I know I have the item I need. I have the last... That was not what I was trying to do. Uh-oh. I have the big key to Ganon's tower. I can do the climb, I just don't want to because I don't like the climb. That could have been a big key and made this all better. Why'd I do this wrong? Well, I'm in Wisconsin. I think a good chunk of the country is still like the federal minimum wage is still $7.25. Like even like $15 an hour really isn't enough anymore. Who's the boss here? Oh yeah, Landmo. All right, here we go. Maybe we can fire at it. Oh, if I went to sword poked. That would have been like my first one cycle Landmo ever. That was so close. Yeah, I think someone calculated it out. And it was, I think it was even above 25. It was like 3188 or something, maybe. I'm gonna turn in the green pendant on the way. Please be the Eastern or Meyer big key. I don't want to do the Ganon's Tower climb. Actually, maybe before I climb, I go and do the right side, the 4 checks on the right. And those are relatively quick. And just based on what's still left here, it's either everything, like all my other small keys will be, I mean, all the other big keys I need will either be in Mire, or they're in like what they're in the big key chest of Ice, they're in the big key chest of Swamp. They're in the one check I couldn't get in Hera or Thieves Town. This is not the right one. That's still a pretty good chunk. Yeah, it'd be nice if people were actually paid a livable, like they expect us to be spending all this money so companies and corporations can make their profits, but they don't give us any money to spend. It's like, how do you expect people to be able to buy things outside of essentials when they can't even afford the essentials? Like, my oldest daughter was having some trouble breathing after she did her dance stuff, so she had to go to urgent care. And the urgent care we went to used to be part of our provider group we go to. And going to urgent care cost maybe $200, and then they sold that to one of those urgent care physician groups. And now for a 15-minute visit, it costs $600. Like when I broke my toe, I went in there, and they didn't even do X-rays or anything. They just looked at it like, yeah, I mean, it's definitely looks broken. If it's broken, even if it's not, and it's just sprained or something, you're still gonna buddy tape it. It's not gonna change anything, so it's really not worth doing X-rays. Like, okay, great. And then I got a bill from the doctor that I saw for like 500 bucks, and then another one from the facility, the actual provider group, for another 200 bucks. So $700 for a 10-minute appointment where they just said, yeah, your foot's broken. It's absolutely ridiculous. And since most health insurance plans have these astronomical deductibles, and they still cost a fortune. Right, Zelda. Don't want to climb Ganon's tower. I think I am gonna do those 4 right side checks. I mean, the 4 on the right in Ganon's tower are relatively quick. It'll probably be nothing, but if it is... if it is something, that's gonna save me so much time. This Trinex is gonna be so much easier. Got the cheer squad. Got him. There we go. It's just, how much easier is it when you have a tempered sword? Oh, that's what I was sitting there like, wait, why can I not get the big bomb? That's because that opened up pad. Trinex is on fire a little bit too. Alright, here we go. Come on, Ganon's tower. At this point, I'd rather see the Mire big than Eastern, because Mire is really quick if you're just go-moding. Come on, go. This is the wrong way. That's where I'd go if I was in the light world. Left door? Yes. All right, here we go. Ganon's tower is gonna give us the goods on the right side. In reality, I will see, I'm predicting I will see a big key in one of these 4 checks. But it will be to either ice or swamp. Got a 50-50 shot on big keys being something useful. And it's gonna give me one of the ones I don't need. Just so I can get that little flash of hope. Get rid of that guy. This is already not gonna work. Let's reset the room. Screwed that up. Oh, the fire's still going. Well, then let's kill everything. Made it. That didn't work. There's some cool little trick you can do where like you run and knock them, you knock the block. Bombs. Wow. Not even a big key. Oh, I should have went through there. I could have got something out of the big key chest. Oh, well. We're committed now. I know, Zelda. This seed is terrible. Yeah, the health is great. I got red mail. Got mirror shield. Missed that. There we go. I don't know why sometimes you run into the door and bounce and other times you just open it and go through. Yep, Zelda's being very, Come up here, Zelda. I know you're a little more shy in that regard, but Lorelei used to just knock over the microphone. Lorelei would be like, hey, I'm here. I'm gonna knock this over. Come here. Uh-oh. That was my mouse. There's Zelda. She's 20 years and 2 months today. Ow. There we go. Got the mouse. Oh, don't get down. That hurt. I also gotta make my chair stop squeaking. That's really annoying. I've been trying to fiddle with the audio levels so I can get any chair noises to be filtered out. But then when I do that, it also starts to filter out when I'm talking. So far I have not found the, I haven't been able to thread that needle yet. Yep, her and Lorelei were both, well, Lorelei was 19 years. Let's see. She was 1 month and 2 days shy of 20 years. Stupid Stalfos, I hate you. Am I already through the... Yeah, I think I'm already through the fairy room. This is fine. Yeah, and I don't have powder either. I missed. Why don't you come up here, sweetie? That's the wrong one. Go. Well, probably lurking. I have no problem with lurking at all. That's mostly what I do when I'm in a stream. No, give me... Actually, the big key wouldn't matter at this point. It's too late. I'm right next to the boss. I'm not gonna leave and go back into a different dungeon. Wow, double Mothula. Well, that's certainly interesting. Why am I leaving? Just save and quit. All right, here we go. We're getting rid of this garbage seed. Are you ready, Zelda? We're gonna go make some bacon. You like bacon? I think there's some of the canned food I gave them, they used to like a turkey and cheese Friskies, and then I think there was like a chicken and bacon or something, or turkey and bacon, but they had to have well, Zelda's still on it, a prescription kidney diet. It's like her dry food is prescription kidney food and her wet food is, well, I give her 2 cans, 1 wet kidney food and 1 normal, like, Friskies. Friday 4 and Shawshank, both excellent choices. I'm not supposed to bring food, you're the food, Ganon. Get this phase done already. Actually, let's just use this, make sure I don't run out of magic. It's been like 9 months since I fell in a Ganon fight. That's just wrong. All right, let's do this again. Hopefully not fall a second time. It's time to not suck, that's what time it is. Yeah, I'm blaming the seed for that. It definitely wasn't a skill issue. Oh geez, he's using the fire stuff again. Alright, we're safe now. Hey Gordon, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Monday. Oh, I missed the torch glitch. Even after all that, I missed the torch glitch. And then I can't seem to land a shot with my fire rod. There we go. Well, that was pathetic. Thanks for the GG's, Kyoto. Oh, that was rough. Oh, Zelda, where'd you go? Accurate. Thanks for the GG's, Chris.